Hey, this is Rob here. Just a quick video, hopefully quick, to show and describe something I just put together following getting introduced to Travis Media and seeing this very first video that I'm seeing on FastAPI. If you've not seen it, the link's in the description. It's a must. You have to check it out. Following that, I ended up joining the Imposter Dev's community, which is something that Travis offers as well. And on that, there's actually two additional parts to what got introduced in that first video on FastAPI. And went ahead and implemented all the parts where you basically do an in-memory API at first, then you do on the second part, you add SQLite persistence on a localhost still as well. And then finally, you do the React client at the front end, which we have here, and I've got it running. Again, all on localhost right now. So if I come in here and say something like do taxes, there's there, and we say, we'll go ahead and suggest that we did walk the dog. That's why the checkbox here. I didn't implement a way to toggle on the React. I just kind of went along as it did in the video. It's also passive. It has to be refreshed if I were to come back, change it elsewhere, and then come back, I'd have to goof around with it. But same here. I only did passive on this app. So here's the Flutter app running in the simulator. There's our do taxes, and the reason I'm not seeing walk the dog is by default I have it just hide the things that are complete. So it doesn't take them off the list. It just kind of hides it by default. And that's actually taken from an actual to-do list that I use all the time called AnyList. Fantastic. But that way, especially on grocery stuff, you could just uncheck some goodies if you're buying certain groceries routinely. You could just work with them that way. They also have a nice type ahead thing that they provide as well. So here's another thing. Let's say clean house, maybe. Oops, house. There we go. So we see that seems to be working the same way. If I came back over to the REST API, this one, there it is. I mean the React one, sorry. Client. Okay, so other things that you would maybe want to be able to do here is you just kind of do, I'm using slidable here, so you can either delete the current item that you're on or edit it. So if I went in here and say taxes before April 15, close enough. All right, fix it. Save that, and then we see that's good, looking good, and then we come in here and actually get rid of it and refresh. So it's all there. And again, I'll do it this time. I'll just use the actual Postman exercise that we have. So pick up dry cleaning, clean house, no do taxes. There you go. That's about it for how it works. Just a quick walkthrough of what you find, and again, the link to the repo will be in there in the description. The most important thing is a to-do service that basically wraps all the API calls and just is real simple stuff. So there's our first one is actually getting the to-dos. This thing we have to get one, which I don't exercise in this at all. Saving the to-do, which is a combination of both the post and the put. So in my case, I went ahead and rather than a to-do in type, just made that the ID could potentially be null, which allows for the save to check whether or not it should be doing a create or not, assuming it won't be null if it came back from the database on a get. Let's see what else interesting. Oh, I threw in some theme stuff too. Not that anybody cares about that, but just kind of do it out of habit. So if we go back to the simulator and we just do it's under features, you gotta toggle the appearance. So there it's now running as if it was in the dark theme mode. So those are kind of handy. That way you get, if you're into the curves and stuff, it's all kind of pre-canned. You don't have to waste a lot of time doing it by using pre-made themes. So that's bonus. All right. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to nudge me. You'll see descriptions, I think, something like this. There's 3 different repos that you'll find in the description, and this is a kind of logical picture. It's the actual API is dependent on FastAPI and SQLite, and then uses the SQL Alchemy to actually do the ORM mapping. By the way, each of these things are clickable in this image. That image is accessible from each of the repos as well. So at least you won't have to remember any of the URLs as long as you can get to one of the repos. Okay, have a good day. Enjoy.